husband, wife, child, mother, father, leader, sibling, name it, whoever you are. Did you know that that seemingly itty bitty fear that you have, that you think is not a big deal, did you know it's actually hindering you from 3 major things or areas in your life? I want to talk about those 3 things. Here's 3 things that your seemingly itty bitty fear is holding you back from. Stick around, we'll talk about that shortly. Hey guys, how you doing? Did you miss me? Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Immigration Helper, where, as you know, each week we discuss all things life or legal. Okay, today we're discussing a life topic. All right, now the reason I asked did you miss me is because if you follow my YouTube channel or if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you know that every week typically I'll post a life tip or a legal tip or both. In the last 2 weeks I didn't, but in place of that, our firm did a recap of the best of 2020 so far. The best of E.M. Wafula, which is me, the best of E.M. Wafula's legal tips, and the best of E.M. Wafula's life tips, okay? The life tips is the most recent vid, the 2020 best of E.M. Wafula's life tips. The link is at the top above as I'm speaking, okay? Then the best of E.M. Wafula's legal tips. The link to that is also up at the top as I'm speaking to you. Now that that's settled, I'm so glad to be back. Hopefully I still got skills in speaking, right? Because these things actually come with practice. So hopefully I can get us through this topic quite smoothly and quite easily as normal. Today I wanted to discuss 3 things, all right? 3 things that your fear is hindering you from. 3 things that your fear is hindering you from, okay? Now, I think we all understand what the definition of fear is, right? Fear is just whenever you have an apprehension of something, right? An apprehension or an uneasiness about something that's more than normal, right? An abnormal apprehension of something, okay? So most people have a basic fear or shared fears with most everybody else, right? A lot of people fear snakes, okay? That's not an abnormal fear per se, okay? A lot of people fear bees, wasps, right? These are common fears that all of us hold, okay? Now I actually want to appeal to you that there's some healthy fears and there's some unhealthy fears, right? There are some fears that have been put in us. I would say that God has put it in us, or whoever you believe in has put in us to keep us safe, right? So if you see a big python coming towards you and you just standing there and you don't run the other way, your fear should have kicked in and told you to run the other way. So there's some fears that have been input in every human being that are supposed to help us out. So that's just a foundation, right? Or if you see a wasp about to sting you, fear should kick in real quick, or an impulse or something should kick in real quick and tell you to take about it. Something should tell you to be running the other way, right? So that's a basic fear. That's a healthy fear. That's something actually God-given or put inside of every human being to keep us safe, okay? Now, it also applies with human beings. If you meet a human being or someone of an opposite sex and you're in a dark alley and they're coming uncomfortably close to you, they don't know you, right? They look like they're about to grab something on your body, right? There should be a natural, instinctual fear that grips you. It causes you to quickly either run away or react in some sort of way to save and to defend yourself. That is all natural. That is all cool, right? So I'm starting this talk by establishing the premise that there are some healthy fears. Now, I am talking about, this video is concerned with unhealthy fears, right? So what are the things that our unhealthy fears keep us from? An unhealthy fear is when it's, instead of it helping you or protecting you in some way, it is actually hindering you from either attaining your full potential, or it's hindering you in some way, right? So, number one, we said the number one thing, first of all, that your fear will do to you is it'll hinder you from attaining your full potential. So, if I'm meant to be a president or a politician or someone huge like that, then there are some fears that I cannot afford to have. Cannot afford to have a fear of speaking if I want to become a leader in the future, or if I'm meant to become a leader, okay? I cannot have a fear of interacting with people if my calling, if what God made me to be has to do with people, right? There was a movie about King George, and I can't remember the name of it, with Colin Firth. On that movie, yes, the King's Speech, on that movie, he was an excellent leader, right? But the one thing that he lacked was speaking skills, and he was tied to some sort of fear of how people would perceive him and perceive his speech. So the whole movie is just taking us through his journey of overcoming that fear, taking speech classes, and eventually delivering one of the most iconic speeches of all time. In the end speech, when he gives that speech, you will remember that he still has a moment where he stammers, and his speaking coach told him, okay, you still stammered somewhere in there. And I really liked what he said there. He said, well, I had to stammer, otherwise how would they know it's me, right? So at that point, that tells you he had completely overcome his fear to a level where he was even comfortable with some of the things he feared others of mocking him. So number one is it will hinder you from attaining your full potential, full capacity, full unhindered self. Number two, your fear will make you a prey, or make you a prey of other people, or in other words, it will keep you under the control of other people. Number two is it will keep you under the control of other people, and it'll make you a prey to others. There are some human beings, and I don't know why it is, who whenever they find out you have a fear of something, right, that immediately becomes their bargaining chip with you. That immediately becomes what they use to get from you, right? They pull anytime you want to say no to them. It could be a significant other. It could be a friend. It could be a leader. Anytime you want to say no, they want to pull something back to make you feel like, if I say no, if I don't give them what they want, then they're going to do this to me. Then this is going to happen. Then they're going to expose me. Whatever. Human beings usually just will take advantage of you anytime you have a fear. Also, they can sense it. They can literally sense it. Even if you never go and tell someone, hey, I have a fear of this. Even if you never tell someone, it's just a matter of time that the right opportunity or situation will present itself, and they will see with their own two eyes that he or she has a fear of this. All right, so number two is your fear will actually keep you at the whims, at the control, and it will keep you as a prey of other human beings. And I know you don't want that. Number three, it will keep you from obviously achieving your dream goals. So we all have dreams. Some of us have had dreams of becoming great things since we're young. Others have had it since our teenage years. Others are still dreaming of new things even now. Whatever you are dreaming of, okay, whether it's a new dream or old dream, it will cost you something. And a lot of times it's that fear that you have that seems so small that's hindering you from becoming your greatest individual, hindering you from becoming the greatest spouse you can be. It's hindering you from becoming the greatest leader you can be. It's hindering you from becoming the greatest businessman or businesswoman that you can be. It's hindering you from becoming the best friend you can be. It is literally hindering you from becoming the best parent you can be. It is hindering you. Whether you fight it today or you fight it tomorrow, you are going to have to one day face that fear if you're going to move forward. If you're going to move to your next level, you got to face that fear. And I just want to end by hitting you with this scripture. You know, there's a scripture on fear that says, Job said, my fear, the thing I feared has happened to me. I don't know if you read the Bible, but there's a scripture that literally says, Job in the Bible said, the thing that I feared has happened to me. Meaning, somehow, some way, whatever he feared, whatever he thought about, came into a reality. What is your fear? Write it down. That's your homework assignment. Write down your biggest fear, or some of your biggest fears that you know are hindering you, and we'll talk about that again next week. We'll pick up from here. See you next week.